What is up, Tracker fam? Today this video is about strapping, chaining, tarping, bungees, all the fun stuff that you get to do with flatbedding. And we're really just gonna talk about the importance of it and securing your load. Get excited. Yeah. Alright, so why is securing a load important? It's kind of an obvious answer. It's just to make sure that it doesn't come off the flatbed while you're moving, 60, 65, 66 miles per hour. And when you have to come to a stop, like when a car who has no idea that you could basically kill them cuts you off, and you have to brake really hard, and if you secure your load properly, you won't have an issue for the most part. Different companies do it different percentage wise as far as like how secure you have your load. Some companies want DOT requires 50%. The company I work for requires 80%. I do 100% of my load to make sure it's covered and make sure it's secure, because if I come to a stop, I want every single thing that I've used to secure my load to hold it down, and if something does break, then I've still got it over 80%. So if something does break while going down the road at a very fast speed, then my other straps and everything are there to protect it due to the fact that I have made sure that I'm 100 or over 100% secure on my load. Alright, so you got a few different options when it comes to securing your load. Alright, so we're going to talk about strapping. Usually 90% of the time it's strapping down a load. At least in my line of work. You rarely have to really use the chains. If you do, that's fine. They're not that hard to work with. You would think they would be, but it's really not that complicated. Depends on what kind of strap you have. How many inches you have will depend on how many pounds of weight, same thing, I'm saying the same thing, that it can hold down. Same with chains. Everything usually says it on it, or there's a tag attached to it, in which you can figure out how much weight it's going to strap down. And then as far as tarping goes, tarping is more or less, well, to protect it from the weather, as well as to hide what it actually is, because sometimes it can be high value stuff, and if you're a solo driver, you have to pull over for 10 hours. Tony, you being a hardcore creeper over there? Being a hardcore creeper? Alright, so solo drivers, a big reason for tarping is to hide what it is, because people can try to steal it, or depending on what it is, it just protects it a little bit better. But that's what I'm going to show you in the video. I'm going to show you how to tarp, which is not complicated. I'm going to show you how to fold the tarp, which is something that's important. As far as it's important to know how to fold your tarp up when you're done with it, so that way when you pull it back out to use again, you can roll it out. It's a lot simpler to roll it out and use it, and it just lays where you need it to, versus you not knowing how to fold it up and then having to do more work. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah. So that's what you're about to see in each one of these video clips. Strapping, a little bit of tarping, bunging. Bunging, everyone's got different bunging techniques. Bunging's not that complicated. Just put it somewhere, making sure it's tight, make sure it holds down, and nothing flies up. Something flies up, pull over.